Yep, everybody, the rumors are. Yep, everybody, I just brought my website back and I decided to create a new website that removed a lot of stuff that I didn't like that made it too hard to maintain, and it just made it more streamlined a little bit. And I don't know, well, you'll have to see all the improvements I made. And so let's switch over to my MacBook where I'll be screen recording, and yeah. Welcome. Oh, I forgot I already did that intro, but sorry, I need to clear my throat a little bit, but so here's the actual tour of the website. So the first thing, you might be greeted with an error for a 4-page, so the link that I get when you first visit, though when you first do visit my website, that will be fixed. Though when you, what am I saying? Or when you just go to the link on that page and then you'll actually get to my website. I just thought I mentioned that out though. Mention that. And so obviously this is the about me / my YouTube channel page. This is my homepage where I explain kind of who I am, and then I offer links to all my social media and my podcast, including my critical videos playlist, which I highly recommend checking out to see my best content, at least in my opinion. And then once you get to, and then there's a whole bunch of subpages, 4 subpages to this. So the first one is actually how I make my videos. And right here I've got my main device history, which just explains my history of my main devices. You can pause this to read this if you want, or else you can just go check out my website. And then I've got a page for business inquiries. Then I have my comment policy. Then I've got the want to shout out page, which this was a page on my old website, though I removed it, though. Now I just have simple directions, and I don't offer Google Forms because I hardly ever check Google Forms to do it. And then I've got my podcast, which this is about my podcast, by the way. And then here you can see the whole crew. And then I offer another important tab, watch and listen links. And FAQ, this is an important page. And so I listed 2 questions. Number one, you might ask, why does it sound so bad? And the answer is right here. In order for everyone to sound equal on my podcast, everyone on there has to record. However, sometimes someone may be unable to record, hence not everybody sounds equals. Also, sometimes there's an echo. By equal, I mean volume-wise. Also, sometimes there is an echo on my podcast because I have to record my MacBook speakers in case someone is unable to record or if somebody accidentally ruins their recording. And if you're wondering why my podcast is not an Apple Podcast, because I have issues distributing it, so it won't show up, and I can't upload episodes directly from my distributor, Spreaker, and I can't directly upload episodes to Apple Podcasts, so yeah, that sucks. And then we've got my podcasting gear, this is all the gear that we use to make our podcast. And if you want to be a guest on my podcast, this is how you ask. You can comment in the video too, though I will still need to ask you for an email or something to disclose further details. Now I've got this about this website page alongside change logs, which again, this is again all the changes that have occurred to my website. And yes, I did beta test this to Jordan Riddles from the iPhone Fan, so because he was the biggest supporter of my visitor of my old website, so I thought I should test out my new one. And then I've got other versions of this website, so the second one is going to be the more boring of the two, so I'm going to check this one out. And so if you want to beta test new potential features on my website when they're available, please visit that website and do so right here. This website will not work the greatest. And obviously, please tell me how the features are. I obviously don't have anything here yet. So yeah. Now I've got I've got a simpler version of my website, which similar to Jordan Riddles, or this is basically where I just have my about me page, my all my social media with the exception of my main website right here. And I've got my change logs, which version 1.0, which you can see all this, how my basic, as you can tell, I named this TIF basicTIF.com. And this one is called fanboybeta.com. So yeah, I guess that's really it for this video, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, I'm the iTunes fanboy, and even though you can't see me doing the peace sign, peace out.